Hello and welcome to part 4 of our Simpsons Hit and Run 100% playthrough. And now, Bart's out of the way. We're on to the more like what is it? The favourable child of the Simpson family.
Oh, brutal, but
Now,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I mean, look,
it's-
here's Bart has been here. We have evidence that Bart was once at this dumpster.
oh, Bart's been everywhere. Bart's a punk.
So yeah,
Bart's
we're
an
now on the
absolute punk.
Lisa level. So what's this, level 3?
Yeah, this is technically level 3. This is the one I kind of remember most, and I think it's because of the. I don't even know how many times I've played this game. I've played through it in terms of completing it. I don't know. I've probably completed it twice, but I've attempted to kind of play through it many times, and this is kind of. I think this is fresh in my mind because this is where I have not lost interest, but you know what I mean. Like other things have distracted me by
Right,
this
yeah.
point in the game. So
Yeah.
this is why I remember it more clearly than others, I think. But I love this level.
Fair.
This level's awesome.
So you see
I like
this.
sunsets.
Sorry to interrupt you, mate. You see this this
500
itchy
yard
and
dash.
scratchy. Yeah. So
Dash,
remember
yeah.
I said to you off air that collecting all the cards wins you the
what you
exclusive
get.
itchy and scratchy cartoon. This is what you get. So you
Oh.
come back here, you talk to him when you got all the cards, and then Comic Book Man gives you that, and then you can watch
Holy shit.
watch the episode.
Right, well,
Now obviously that is our
viewers,
game plan.
yeah. Oh, it's going to happen. We've got to do it.
Hello, Springfield.
We've had greater gaming feats than finding all the collectibles and hit and run. What else have we done? We've done greater things, haven't we? We've done better things with gaming, haven't we?
What, personally
done?
or as a team, as a podcast team?
Either or.
Because I think platinuming The Witcher 3 was a bigger feat. 'Cause
Yeah,
fuck
fucking
me,
hell,
did
that
take
is
some
a big
effort.
feat. I don't think I've even done that, and I've put hundreds of hours into Witcher 3. How have you managed to get that? What with the DLCs and everything?
No, I didn't do the DLCs. I need
Ah.
I do need to go back and do the DLCs, but by the time I'd finished the game, I was quite burnt out.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny you bring up Witcher 3 because right before we started recording, I watched some gameplay of. By the way, that was the most straightforward, simple, easy race we've had yet. I think.
I know, I
Wouldn't you
smashed
say?
it. Yeah, all my shortcuts.
That was and we were talking through it. It seemed effortless. That was like watching water fall off a mountainous precipice. It was just beautiful and faultless. That was, Seth.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. I do
Like
try.
nature itself. Yeah. Now you're going straight into. All shit's gonna happen now on the way back.
Oh yes, we do need to remind everybody about the lockdown.
Yeah. You caught it then, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit behind. We're recording on Twitch effectively right now, so I'm a few seconds behind in terms of recording due to the lockdown of COVID-19. So please excuse us for any sort of delayed reactions that may or may not occur. It is, it's beyond reason or help. I'm in the past. I'm living in the past.
Yeah, you're
What was I
about
talking
7
about?
seconds in the past.
Yeah.
We were talking about Witcher 3.
I watched some gameplay of Cyberpunk before this.
Yes.
Now, I've got to talk about it, right? I found it really fucking dull,
Yeah.
personally. Yeah, and do you know why? For a couple issues, right? One was that, like, we've seen so many technological marvels in games by this point, haven't we? Like, we've seen games which, every new game which comes out seems to push the boundaries of limitation that bit further.
Oh no, Lisa, don't do
Um,
that. Jesus
My
Christ,
God,
girl.
Millhouse. Fucking hell. No wonder Millhouse has got a look on his face like that. Jesus Christ.
Cyberpunk 2077. Sorry, what were you thinking?
Yeah, so like pretty much every like game we see which comes out is then followed by another game which pushes the boundaries even further. Do you know what I mean? Like there's wasn't you just standing
I
next
was
to
just
him?
with him.
What? Hey, look. Oh, wait. No, don't worry. I'm talking shit. Anyway, Cyberpunk 20. I've got to finish this point,
Yeah,
mate.
finish your point.
I've got to do it before the episode finishes. So, like, every new game which comes along, there is a game that's going to come after it which looks just that bit more realistic. Just that
Sorry,
bit
I'm
better.
so sorry to interrupt one more time.
I cannot fucking believe. Are you
just
serious?
look at this sign. Just look at this sign. Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus
Christ. I cannot believe you interrupted me again. I can't believe it, Steph.
Right, this time I will not interrupt
You were the one that was saying to me, "You've got to finish this." Hang on a minute, mate. I've got
I
to
couldn't
rush.
stop that
We're
gold.
never-
I
we're
found
never
liquid
We're
gold.
never gonna fucking finish it.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077.
So I've been thinking.
Every. Oh my god.
No, seriously, what's your point?
Fucking hell. So every game which comes along is a bit more advanced than the one that came along previously, yeah? Cyberpunk 2077 is really going along the lines of being like, you know, just the most realistic looking, the most dramatic looking, having huge amounts of input put into it in terms of its the way it presents
narrative
itself.
and-
Yeah, all of those sorts of things. But also as well with like, I was watching some gameplay and like, you know, you can do a million and one things. Like you have these abilities and this ability and that ability, and you know you can play any way you want. And I'm thinking to myself like, right, okay, one of the main reasons I'm not turned on with it, right, is that it's effectively Deus Ex,
That's yeah.
but with a new coat of paint.
That's kind of what I was
And-
thinking as well.
Yeah, and it's
And
not.
is it
and
going to be
doesn't-
like Deus Ex Human Revolution? Was it where like the first patch or the first game they released with it was like you could go all sneaky if you wanted, but then the first boss you can't beat him unless you've got like a certain
that was-
skill in level.
Yeah, that was the more recent. Mankind Evolved.
No, I think Mankind Evolved was the second one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was the second one. Yeah, Human Revolution. That
It
was
was
it.
Human-
Yeah,
yeah.
You, like there was no point being stealthy effectively because when you got to a boss, they were gunfights.
Yeah.
So it kind of you know, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's
No,
what's the bloody point?
I was a bit worried that like it was going to go too much. Like a perfect example is Red Dead Redemption 2. For me, it
Yeah,
went too much
yeah.
into realism, and I
yeah,
didn't really enjoy it. To be honest, it was a technical marvel, like an absolute masterpiece.
yeah,
But I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't have fun with it.
Yeah, and you know, I remember you bringing it up like whilst you were playing it. You know, so it's not like something you had on reflection. Like you were feeling that when you were playing it. You were
I
like,
felt it
nah,
from as
this
soon
is
as I turned the game on. The opening level
Yeah,
shows you what you're in for, and if you're not up for it, you ain't gonna get it. Like it's not something.
yeah,
For me, it wasn't something that was like, oh, I'll give it 5 hours, and because in my opinion, if you're not into a game in 5 hours, you ain't gonna be into it. Like 5
Yeah,
hours
there
is
is-
a long
there-
time to
there
dedicate
is
to
that.
something to then
Yeah,
still
it
not
is.
enjoy it.
mate. Some whole like
Apu with his
like-
awesome car. Yes.
yeah, Apu's car is a banger, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the cattle skull on the front, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's basically what makes it. Because realistically, if you took that skull off the front, it would just be like an aged car in a kind of, you know, when you eat too much fast food,
Yes.
and you know you shit the next morning, and you think to yourself,
I overdone it this time.
that's. Why did I eat 400 chicken McNuggets? My bowels are a mess. Yeah, like that's like you shit sand effectively, don't you? Like you think fucking hell, what color is that? I've never seen that color. And that's like if the skull wasn't on the front, it would be junk food diarrhea yellow, I'd call that.
You
What's
know what?
Cletus
I had
doing?
no idea where you were going with that, and now I see your point.
You couldn't agree more, right?
No, you're all right. You're 100% right.
It's sharp sand, diarrhea, junk food, fucking Yellow. That's what it is.
But just to get back onto your point about Cyberpunk,
Oh yeah,
there is
Cyberpunk,
another
yeah.
game that I'm a bit worried about. So I really
God.
enjoyed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Are you talking about Valhalla?
I am going to talk about Valhalla. So I really
Okay.
enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but my
Yes.
gripe with it was just too fucking big. Like, it's as simple as that. You're putting hundreds of hours into it to see everything, and I just don't need that.
Yeah.
Like, maybe when I was 13, if I had the chance to play it, I would have loved it. Like, you know, like when we first got our hands on Oblivion, and we were like, oh, this is
Yeah,
a never-ending
true.
game. It's amazing, you know. We can play
Yep.
this forever. And it was great because I had so much time on my hands. But now I don't have as much time on my hands. Can you fucking drop something, please? I'm not as, like, into having the biggest open world ever. And they've already said
Yeah.
that Valhalla's going to be bigger than Odyssey, and that scares me.
The thing is, I feel like I kind of want to say Ubisoft in general, but I suppose it's more specifically for Assassin's Creed games. They seem to think that just like
Bigger.
it's sort of big is better, and let's be honest. There's an element of size being like a considerable ally, but realistically, if you have a 44-inch penis and you can't meet women because they're so repulsed by your massive throbbing that's flaccid, by the way.
That's, oh my god.
If they're repulsed by your massive 44-inch penis, then size is an issue, and a bad one. It's got a negative spin on it, hasn't it? So I would say that size doesn't always matter, because it can also make you a social outcast and a freak. Absolute freak.
So, yeah, basically, Odyssey's world was a massive 44-inch throbbing penis. But I did.
Yeah,
I was
thought
just about to say something awful. I was about to say, but I had
did
fun with
enjoy
it.
that.
No, but
You
I
do
did.
you, mate.
I did enjoy Odyssey. Like, it was a good game, and it's a game I want to get back to.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that when I say I want to get back to it, I actually will get back to it. It's not one of those, I will get back to it and then I never touch it again.
Yeah.
but-
You're going to make good on that at some
I really
point.
do. I really do. But
Yeah.
it's just, it's bigger's not always better. It's,
Nah.
I think did you ever play Dying Light?
No, I didn't.
So-
and to be honest, I've never wanted to. I don't think.
Fair enough. Dying Light I thought was really good fun.
Right.
I really enjoyed it. Now, Dying Light 2 is coming out at some point. They've already said that the game's not massively bigger than Dying Light 1,
Okay, that's a good thing.
but it's more packed. And I thought that's better, isn't it? You just have a smaller
That is
world
better.
that's just more packed and alive and breathing, than have a massive, like Odyssey had just like loads of islands and then loads of sea. And if I'm just sailing around for
Yeah.
this fact of sailing around, it's just,
Yeah.
it's a bit silly.
Yeah.
Right, what do I need to do?
No.
Purchase it from Otto at Camp
You need the
Krusty.
school bus.
Yeah,
At
let's
Camp
go.
Krusty. That's just down the road, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. 2077, Cyberpunk 2077 it looks massive, sprawling world. It is kind of like hyper realistic, stunning to look at. This, that, and the other. But at the same time, none of those acronyms. Is it an acronym?
What way is
Whatever. None of those descriptive words make me want to play it, because when I'm actually seeing the gameplay, I'm thinking to myself, right, well, I've seen that style of gameplay, this kind of like adaptive, tactical, this, that, and the other sort of gameplay with a futuristic edge since fucking Deus Ex 1, since like the year 2000. Do you know what I mean? Like for 2 decades, I've been seeing shit like this, which is like, for the time it's a technological marvel, and then 2 years later it's as fucking dull as dishwater.
No!
And I just think to myself, what?
No!
What?
Oh, I jumped down the well and I didn't realise that it
Oh, you plonker! I've
took
just
me
seen
down
it.
there.
Oh, it's a bee.
Yeah, at least I got that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just think to myself like, oh, all right, again. And then like when the PS5 comes along, and we're near further to the end of that life cycle, there'll be another game like this, like a massive open world. It looks better, it is better. You can do this, you can do that, and I just think like, I'm genuinely a bit bored of it now. Like,
Yeah, I do see what you
do you
mean.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think like, all right, like great, and I feel almost like The Witcher 3 was maybe my last hurrah in big games like that.
Yeah, it's going to
I
be
don't
interesting to see.
I don't think I've got it in me. Witcher 3 was like, and I loved it. Steph,
You played
I've
through
put
it plenty of times.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've put hundreds of hours into Witcher 3. And even then, still, there were times when I was playing it, I was like, fucking hell, like, I'm 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 a little bit tired now. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, the fatigue sets in, doesn't it?
I've been dossing about Toussaint for too long. Been talking to fucking French style chevaliers for God knows how long, and I think to myself, what am I doing? What am I actually doing?
Yeah, and that's why, like, I say to you that I enjoy a like a quick first-person shooter campaign just to
Mate,
just to tie me over, and
absolutely.
I really do, just to go from like the massive sprawling world to Modern Warfare 2 remastered and just smash through the storyline.
Mate,
Enjoy that,
absolutely.
and I'm done in
Absolutely.
like 7
When's
hours.
that coming out?
It's out. Modern Warfare 2
Is
remastered
it?
is already out. Yeah.
We need to get on that.
Fucking driving this. I was just about to say driving this school bus is like trying to drive a bus. It's hard work.
Oh, I like the fact that they've kind of glassed out the top so you can just, and I don't know why they did that as a stylistic choice, because all you get to see really is Lisa's head.
Yeah, no one's in there. I mean, I'm glad there's no
Nah.
more children on the bus because that would just be terrible.
No, the Doom bus.
The Doom bus. Yeah,
Doom bus.
I'm the same. I'm a little bit skeptical about it. I am a bit
Yeah.
unsure. And the other thing that I think, I don't
Go on.
want to get it on PS4. I just think
Right.
I
go
literally
on.
just think that the PS4 ain't gonna be able to handle it. What did Dan say about Final Fantasy VII Remake? It looks great, it plays
yes.
great, but he can tell it'll be a lot better on the PS5.
Yes, he said, like, it was designed with limitations in mind.
So
He said it was pretty clear that it wasn't the full ticket. Even though it does run great, it looks great. It's, if you're not looking for these things, you probably wouldn't notice them. But he made it pretty clear that sometimes they make themselves quite self-evident, especially with like loading section. He said, like, it slows you down. You have to walk. You go for a small section before it opens up again. That's clearly for it to give itself time to process, isn't it?
exactly, yeah. So
Mate, he fucked himself up.
yeah, I know. I destroyed him.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
So that's what I'm also a bit worried about. And my brother said the same thing. My brother, he loved Witcher 3, same as you, same
Yeah.
as me. And he said from day one, what game was it? He bought a game on the PS3 that was also PS4 cross-gen.
Oh.
Oh, Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor.
yes.
Because I got it on PC. So I'm pretty sure I got it on PC anyway. He loved that. But he said,
Yeah.
I can see the limitations compared to the PC version. He
Oh,
was like, I
fuck
can
yeah.
really see
Night and day,
how
innit?
bad the PS3 version was.
Steph, you mullered that mission. I've just got to throw it out there.
Yeah, after the first car,
was
though,
really
I
impressive.
was really worried the first car was going to beat me.
Yeah, no, you did a sweet job there, mate. Well done.
So yeah, he was. Eventually, we got the PS4 version. He played that, and he was
Yeah.
much happier.
yeah.
but
well, this
I just a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, is it one you'd rather just get on PS5, and because we know that it's going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've already said that with Xbox, the One X version, like if you buy the Xbox One version, you get the one Xbox Series X version. God, it's confusing, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they announced that.
Right.
Like,
oh,
so you
sweet.
get that
That's
upgrade
pretty,
off the
that's
bat.
pretty handy, isn't it?
Where can I go to buy
Nice.
clothes?
Well,
Back to the
the Android's
store,
dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
I think
Um,
I
um,
trust CD Projekt Red. Absolutely, I trust them, no doubt, to
they-
deliver
yeah,
something good.
they've proven themselves, haven't they?
Yeah. So I'm not too worried that like if I did have to buy the PS4 version, that it would be an absolute mess or anything. I just feel that if I'm going to put so much time into this game, I'd rather play the best quality it can be.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, the thing is, and I'm gonna bring up a horrible comparison. So
Oh God.
I hope you don't mind. It's not gonna be pleasant. Right.
For speed.
Basically, what it is,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, listeners.
it's what it is it's it's a woman who
God.
has it's a woman who has gone out with a guy for a certain amount of time, right? And
Hope these are
like solid, reliable, everything, everything's good. And then she meets Pedro on holiday, and she does a very naughty thing with Pedro, and she does her dirty, and it's because Pedro can do this thing with his hips. Yeah.
Mate,
What have you done?
I've,
Oh, damn!
I Austin powered it.
Fucking hell! You have, you really have.
Oh, that was great.
Fucking hell!
Oh,
How did you manage
I really enjoyed that. That was really
How
good
did you
fun.
manage that?
I don't actually know, to be honest with you, mate.
And I thought, because obviously I'm a few seconds behind, I thought to myself, he's only doing this to interrupt my story.
Oh, no. It was worth interrupting your story. And also, I want to interrupt your story.
I'm going to carry on. So Pedro, yeah? So she meets Pedro, and she does the dirty, and she's totally enamored because Pedro can do this thing with his hips, yeah?
Of course he
So
can.
so she leaves her, her back home lover for her new Spanish waiter lover.
Fuck's sake.
Right? And the thing is that I'm not even gonna ask what you've done. I can see what's gonna fucking happen. so,
I just forgot to jump.
so right. Pedro can do his thing with his hips. I feel like I take a long time to tell a story.
There's like the story hasn't even reached it's like I don't know, precipice.
It's crescendo.
It's
Yeah. So the point is, he can do his thing with his
sister out. School at the
so he can do his thing with his hips. But after she's done the deed with Pedro a certain number of times, she thinks to herself, "Oh, hang on, actually, like, you know what? Now that I've experienced it a few times, it's not that impressive anymore. Like, it's not blowing my mind anymore because variety's no longer the spice of her life." And so she ends up going back to her previous relationship because it was solid and all of these things. And I feel that about games. I feel like Cyberpunk 27 is Pedro. He's shown me all these things. You can do this magic thing and this magic thing, and there's this, and there's that. And I think to myself, that's great. But how long until I get bored of that? How long until I think to myself, all right, well, that incredible
Fucking
magic
hell.
thing is the same old now. So, like, what? Wow. So, yeah, do you know what I mean? So I end up going back to, and I bring it up. I seem to bring it up every episode at the moment, but I go back to Titanfall 2, and I just have a wicked 5-6 hour blast on the campaign, and I love it every second.
Yeah, but that campaign is so fucking good.
Mate, it's great. I'm playing it again on hard, but I might be saving the master
fuck
difficulty
Off.
for a future playthrough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You should, man.
for a future series, we will definitely be picking up.
That sounds
Mm. Was that Hans Molman you picked up on the second one?
good. What? In the little circle?
Yeah, the thing that Snake dropped. The
Was it?
second thing was. I feel like it was Hans Molman. I think it was.
I'm surprised it was. I didn't
Oh, God,
see it,
mate,
to be honest. I was too busy.
I was crying with laughter. I had tears down my face. I I thought for a second I was lost for the rest of the episode. I was that close. I was so close to losing that.
Right, I'm not going that shortcut because
Goodness. Yeah, don't Austin Powers it again, mate. That would not be cool.
I've hit every fucking car,
You
signpost, pole.
person, everything. Jesus Christ. Oh, how many missions have we done? I feel like we've done a lot on this level already.
Oh man, his dead eyes really do just creep
Wiggum.
me out.
Yeah, Wiggum's bad, isn't he? Wiggum's one of the worst, I think. Wiggum's awful. Fucking hell. Is Smithers nearby? Let's look at Smithers as well and see if he's
Oh, yeah, here he
as
is.
doe-eyed.
You're right, mate. Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
it's
my
it's
Jesus.
it's bad, isn't it? Oh, it's just there's
Why
the
are
thing
the
is
eyes so hard to pull off?
the thing is what I would say about. Should we leave it there? Do you think? Carry on this level next episode?
We've done 5 missions, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's. How many more we got? Hang on. 2.
2 more.
2 more. All right. All right. Well, in that case, thank you so much for watching part 4 of our 100% playthrough of Simpsons Hit and Run. We will catch you in part 5 because you are definitely committed to at least seeing this level out. Oh my God, the stuff you are pulling off, Steph. Jesus fucking Christ. Right. More of this in part 5. So stay tuned and catch us next time. We will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe and check our description for all sorts of ways how you can support us and find other playlists. Thank you so much. We will catch you in part 5.
See you later.